Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Stefan, and today we're going to continue on with episode 3 of our series of the Happy Slavers and the happiest difficulty settings in game. As you can see here, we got all maxed out empires, Grand Admiral no scaling, and of course we got the Happy Glavius mod. Everything is happy, and we'll continue to happily enslave those who are inferior, obviously. Also, background mods are pretty dank. So I'll be leaving a link to that in the description along with Glavius, as always. So without further ado, let's resume with the save. In the previous video, we had just taken over the Bashrakan Compact and made allies with these dudes over here. Now we have two threats to worry about. These guys over to the north, which are machines, and these guys to our east, which are humans, and are looking quite spoopy. So to prepare for that, we're going to be defending our borders with some batteries and such, and hoping that nothing comes of it, because if it does, well, a war is a war, and it's time that you're spending alloys instead of trying to build up your research. And indeed, that's what we're going to be trying to do. Our empire sprawl is a bit big, especially for this time in the game, and so we're going to have to maybe slim down in some systems, like this one, for example. We don't need 2 energy right here. Yeah, that's really the only system that I'm unfortunate enough to have poor resources in. The other one, of course, is this one, but it contains the ring world. I don't want this one claimed. And since subsidiaries can claim systems, well, I don't want to have a hard time with that. But anyways, let's see what we can do with our population. The little geckos that we liberated in the last video, well, they're not really suited as good slaves. First and foremost, their preference is pretty bad. Upkeep's a bitch. And resettling them to all our worlds is going to be a pain that I don't think I could contain. Instead, I'm going to focus on building up some consumer goods and some food so that I can actually afford to do that in the future. For now, though, we have to absolutely focus on research. We have only 167 at year 22, and that is quite frankly pathetic. And so let's go ahead and just spam some more civilian industries and research labs once we can afford them. Of course, right now our economy is in a pretty poor state, so let's play the game for a little bit and see what happens. Oh god, the Galactic Emancipation League, they are completely disapproving of us. Anti-autocratic, free movement, reproductive freedoms, anti-stratifications. Yeah, I can't really provide that. Not sorry at all. For now, we have to focus on extracting resources from the nature surrounding us because, well, extracting resources from pops does not seem to be a good option at this point in time, considering how we're running out of everything. In fact, we are running out of everything, but we're producing a bunch of alloys, and at this point I really need many alloys since I'm not going to war, and so I'm going to invest time and energy into replacing these alloy forges with the research labs. Maybe these geckos can make good researchers. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Not at all. First, let's demolish this building, build up these civilian industries. Let's see if they're still ruined. No, they're not. And that's actually going to do a lot to fix our economy. The other thing that's going to fix our economy is good management. And so it's just going to be a manage fest for the time being, because, well, there's really no better way to do it. Defensive pact invitation. Next manifold are inviting me to a defensive pact. How kind of them. Well, I'll risk it for now, and maybe I don't get screwed over in the future. Maybe. Okay, do you know what? We have plenty of alloys. Let's sell them off. And now we have some energy. Let's just spend some of this energy in making these boys our slaves. The time has come for the slavery to begin. So first and foremost, let's see how our economy is doing after a month of this pain. And wow, it's doing wonderful. Slavery is very good for an economy. Note to every slaver out there. Ooh, the doorway. Can only be described as a dimensional portal has been discovered in a remote location in Belt Prime, Weather prediction algorithms noticed a strange air current, which was eventually determined to be caused by a slight leakage of the atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small to make any difference of life on Bade Prime, but its very existence of the portal raises some disturbing questions, such as where does it lead to, and could something come through the portal from the other side? Like a dimensional horror? Well, that'd be pretty terrible if that came through. But fortunately, I don't believe that is an option. I do have to say, playing 0.6 slavers is a lot better than playing 0.5 slavers. Actually, you know what? Screw this. Save game. Let's convert to 0.6 and see what happens. And we're back. And now our economy should be looking quite a bit better. Also, we get to experience this nice, clean UI. So as you can see here, stability is massively improved across our worlds because the devs actually thought about it and made it so the rulers actually impact politics a lot more than slaves because, well, who knew that slaves don't get to vote? Ooh, high energy dimension. How wonderful. The dimensional portal on Bade Prime leads to a dimension of pure energy, a small amount of which can be siphoned through the portal for our own use. The procedures used to handle discrete packets of energy also have potential to use as weapon systems. Well, isn't that wonderful? We have our dimensional portals. Well, actually, I can just do this and prioritize this job because, of course, these dimensional portal dudes are producing a lot for our economy. And, yeah. Alright, let's go expansion. I do need that ammon cap and I do need that extra pop growth speed. Also, by the way, for those of you that have been playing on 0.6 and experiencing issues with colonization, the issue with unrest happening in new colonies and modifiers creating different ethnic draw, that is all due to the expansion tradition, and it's specifically due to colonization fever. So because new colonies start with an additional pop, that pop interacts very oddly within the game systems, and so it caused the game to just die. It's a thing because the devs were fixing a bug with machine empires that caused unrest to happen every time you would colonize anything, but they ended up just screwing up the game system in general. So thanks devs, very happy about that. Ooh, robots, year 25, a bit late, but then again we haven't been focusing on research like at all, so that's gonna be fine. Also, we can get some slave processing facilities. That's gonna be very nice. They'll have even less voting power. Wonderful. That is a world that I did not know of. This world also looks pretty damn good. Bubbling Swamp? Bubbling Swamp. Alright. Now let's just make sure not to take the expansion edition to not screw ourselves over. Or actually, I will take it just to demonstrate the issue that happens with it. 0.6. Beware. Oh, holy shit, we have another world. Size 24. Well, I guess the spawn is a lot better than I thought. So let's go ahead and start claiming our rightful place in the galaxy. And for the time being, I'm going to play it safe and form a defensive pact with these guys. I do not want to get screwed over. Not in the slightest.
Spaceport under attack. Situation log update.
That, of course, will be purely temporary. I don't plan on staying in defensive pact for long. Also, thanks Station. You're doing a great job defending from this asteroid, which just randomly appeared in the middle of the system. You know, you'd think it would be coming out, you know, from out the system, but no, it just spawned right in the middle of it, and they just kind of detected it. Fair enough. I won't object. Oh, yeah, right, mass extinction. That's still going on. Oh, let's read out some of this. Life on the now barren planet was sadly doomed from the start. As if by some cruel stellar conspiracy, the dominant species on the planet barely had time to awaken to a sapience and an agriculture before, through unfortunate geological mechanisms, the Earth started turning sour. Samples from the lower strata and the fossilized remains of the creatures that once roamed the planet show that several vital minerals needed to rejuvenate the soil ended up, through their largely agricultural diet, in the endoskeletons of the native beings. Their bones were prone to fossilize rather than to decay, and their very existence exhausted the fragile ecosystem they inhabited, leaving it permanently transformed in the wake of their passing. How sad. Well, I wish some of these worlds would be able to get terraformed and such. It's clear that something has been going on over here. Why can't I just terraform it? Man, oh man, why do I lack so much consumer goods? Let's see. Policies. Trade policy. Consumer benefits. How about that? Let's not go for star holds in order to improve our defenses even further. If we can manage to get some star holds up, we will pretty much be invincible. As long as we have our fleet nearby to, support any defense. Also, speaking of our fleet, we don't need it to attack the asteroid anymore because the asteroid is going to get destroyed on its own. The asteroid that was approaching Sarek Prime on a collision course has been destroyed. Their doom averted, our jubilant citizens of the planet have taken to the streets in celebration. Scanning the remaining fragments have all of us revealed the asteroid consists of largely valuable minerals. We have collected what we could. Wonderful. Thinking about it, these planets, Sarek Prime, Beld Prime, Kibben Prime, all these need names. Please leave some suggestions in the comments and I'll be looking at those to implement in the next video. Ooh, what's this? Never mind. We'll be managing planets later. A closer scan of the debris field around Biot 3 has led to the discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic clock that measures time with unparalleled precision. It has a frequency uncertainty so low that it will be another 879 million years before it gains a single second, and it is counting down to a date 42 years and 3 days away. The capsule holds no clues as to what the date signifies or who the owners were, but it seems as though someone out there has lost track of their time. It's a bomb destroyed, oh my god. No, it's not. Let's keep an eye on it and see what comes out of it. Apparently there's a bunch of randomized events that can occur, so let's hope for the best. In 42 years, so stick around for the future videos. And just saying. Ooh, what's this? I see an L cluster. Let's see what Empire has it. Serena Skrek Compact. Federation Builders. Fanatic Xenophiles. Goddamn disgusting. We will fight for our right to exist, Skrek, although we'll also fight for the right of you not to exist. That is a fundamental cactus right, and I will make sure to preserve it. FTL inhibitors? Wonderful. FTL inhibitors are going to mean that we're going to be able to actually make use of the stations and not have the AI just slip by. Those sneaky bastards do it too often, in my humble opinion. Alright, star holds, and it's just a shame that we don't have any alloys to actually use it. Obviously the proper name for this planet is Wormhole Pliz. Don't contain anything stupid. In before it leads to the Marauders, in before it leads to Khan. Honestly, Khan is a lot more scary than the Endgame Crisis, because he spawns earlier and I'm not really able to militarize fast enough. So if he appears, I would have to be his satrapy. That's the word. At least he dies pretty soon. That's something. Let's call it Laboratory. This is obviously going to be a nice tech world. Oh no. Our governor is corrupt. Stupid governor, don't do this to me. Let's replace you with a righteous one and stamp out all the crime. Alien Liberty Coalition. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are these xenophiles? Also, speaking of factions, the egalitarian faction may actually prove to be useful. And that is because if we convert to egalitarian later on, it may help us out tremendously with habitats. In the late game, once we finish up building up all our planets and maybe even have habitats, overpopulation is going to be a problem, and with egalitarian, really it's not going to be too much of a problem, because we're going to be able to just grow the pops and have them be researchers, and just advance the scientists from their basements. Basements that they share, because we're also going to lack housing at that point, so it's just going to be two neckbeards doing some research. Ooh, these are superior and hostile. You know, eventually I'll go and curb stomp them, make sure they know their place. Humans don't deserve to live. Am I right? Leave a like if you agree. Alright, now at this point we actually have a bit of influence, and I'd like to show off this nifty little trick. So what you do is you go ahead, unemploy your food, you sell off all your food. Actually, in this case, we're going to buy some food and just enable some decisions, because we should be really doing that. And then we're going to start negotiating with crime lords. Because we have a bunch of crime on the planet, we're going to be able to get the crime lord deal, and it's going to increase stability by 10. Now, normally I would have to unemploy the enforcer, but clearly the Arctic Gaia is a shithole that's criminal enough to not even need that. So let's do this for all our other planets. Unemploy the governor, and yeah, this is going to ensure that we have crime in all our worlds. And the pop are going to be very unhappy because they're going to be starving to death, and so they're going to be riding in the streets and causing all sorts of chaos. And now we're going to just go ahead and enable crime lord deals on all these nice planets. Future Eco got a crime lord deal, and Big Jenny also got a crime lord deal. These guys don't actually have enough crime, as do these guys. And Shreka already has it. Alright, well that's good enough. Now let's just re-enable all those good old farmers, and make sure economy doesn't collapse. We gotta keep our economy high to keep the slaves down low in the salt mines. After all, that's the treatment those Xenos deserve. But anyways, thanks for watching everybody. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Donate if you can, every energy credit helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.